What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the Nerdgasm. First off, in music, I can only go by these. We had like 2 big deaths in the past 2 weeks. The first one, was last week or a week and a half ago. Takeoff got shot from the Migos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I knew who Takeoff was because I was familiar with the Migos. You know, I had my issues with the Migos. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of Offset.
This is a separate.
Yes, it's a separate
You
thing.
really gotta chill,
So,
bro.
I don't. So
we don't listen to their music like that. Let's just leave it there.
Yeah, and then but I was familiar with the members of the group enough to know that when I heard the name, I was like, oh my god, you know, that was very unfortunate. Mm-hmm. And then last week, Aaron Carter passed away.
Yeah, both really unexpected deaths.
Super unexpected.
Like, the thing with Takeoff really upset me. I wasn't a huge Migos fan, but that really made me mad. Just the circumstances of that whole.
Yeah, because he was the chill one.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying, it should have been the other 2, but I'm just saying, like, the chill one.
He's the one who minded his business, and you ain't hear nothing about, and. It's unfortunate that he passed away
so young.
And because folks, it's always got to be some shit. Like
it do because after we heard there was some disturbing stuff that came out after the event happened. That it kind of was like it was making me upset. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I know they're still investigating stuff like that of what truly what's happening, and I was just like, that right there to me shouldn't have happened.
Yes.
One thing that makes my skin go, death happens. Everybody will die one day, but there is something that's called a preventable death. Mm-hmm. To the point where this really did not need to happen, but it just happened because of just some dumb shit, and I felt as though this was one of those times where it was a preventable death. And it really, bothers me of, how some of this stuff, kind of got laid out. Aaron Carter, on the other hand, I did not know too much that Aaron Carter was going through. Okay. I really did not know any of that stuff.
Now, I did know some of the things because I can't remember what it was. It was one of those reality shows or something like that, or a clip or something.
We all know he had a drug problem.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't aware of that, to be honest with you.
I think that I first heard about it because I saw one of those specials about like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC or whatever, and the guy who managed them, he discovered like he managed Aaron Carter and all of that too. And I think that there was a special or something like that where he was talking about how that guy went to jail for like money stuff. But he was also apparently like a pedophile, or he would make them do weird stuff like the groups that he was managing. And I believe that Aaron Carter had said that Chris, no. Yo. Why do you keep coming back? I'm not messing with him right now. He would come in and be like, he did inappropriate things to him. As well as some of the other acts that he was managing. And that apparently also, I think his dad and his sister also died. I think his sister died from drugs. I'm not sure what the dad died from. And he apparently never fully recovered from that either. Mm-hmm. So he had a pretty bad drug problem. So, I don't know. It's unfortunate. But when I heard that he died, I was like, "Oh man, did he overdose?" And that was it's a sad thing that you think like that. And it's just like, that's such a shame because he never really seemed to be able to like escape what inner turmoil he was going through.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a shame.
It is. They just had
rather young.
They just had Takeoff's memorial service in Atlanta.
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Did they live stream that, or was it just like a thing that just happened and it was like?
I don't know if they live streamed it because it was like a ticketed thing, so I'm not sure if they. And I don't know if they sold tickets or if they just gave out tickets and they reached a capacity, but it's like the tickets were sold out, and so I don't know if they actually streamed it anywhere.
Yeah.
I know for some reason Justin Bieber performed.
Yeah, like
random.
Would you say Q-Flow?
At the funeral?
Yeah.
Yeah, like him and Drake had like the same suit.
Drake did
coat.
like the eulogy, which is like I'm like
what?
Okay.
Yeah, I was like okay.
Okay.
I don't know if he did a eulogy or if he just made remarks, but he was up there talking. And then
We
Justin
just letting anybody
Bieber,
go up there, huh?
I was like, what's happening? Justin Bieber did a performance, and I think Chloe Bailey did a performance. So I'm just like, oh, okay.
I mean, if he was cool with the beefs,
that's what I'm
fine.
like. Maybe like okay, but sure. But I think also Alicia Keys might have did something. There I did a tribute or something too, because she was supposed to work with them or something like that. I don't know, but I think she also did something too.
Yeah, you like I said, it must have not have been on last year, because you usually like when different celebrity funerals come on like live stream, like YouTube always notifies me. I'm like, let me check it out, because this last one I saw was Nipsey.
Yeah.
When they had that going, and they had that live, and I was just like, okay, so yeah, I don't know if they had anything for Offset, but I felt as though that was just a very, very sad situation when it came to both these young men, and it's just preventable stuff. And like I said, I didn't know anything about Aaron Carter when it came to the problems that he was having.
Yeah, he was going through it. He's been going through it for years.
Yeah, I was just so.
Unfortunate.
As soon as somebody said Aaron Carter, I was thinking of his brother. Yeah, I was like, and just the first thing I went to this off default. I was like, what happened to Nick? So that's how
you trash.
Because I was even I was
I
like,
appreciate the honesty.
You know what I'm saying? I'm being real. We had another death.
It was just my fault.
No,
it was just random. Cause like I remember, like I was scrolling on IG, and I just saw IGN posted black and white photo, and I'm like, wait a minute, was that Aaron Carter of all people? I'm like, Aaron Carter, and then I saw it. I'm like, damn, that was random. Went right to YouTube Music, put on Saturday Night, because that was my song.
Oh my god.
Saturday Night was my ish.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of child stars that deal with this that nobody knows, and they kind of just can't get out the rut. So it's kind of difficult to assess.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't think nothing was wrong with him, he wasn't on drugs. This man got a bunch of face tattoos for no reason. Not to say that that's a cry for help, but you don't just get that for no reason. That's all I'm saying.
I do understand that. Rest in peace to both of them, and my condolences. There's another death that I have the person to talk about, because we lost probably a legend what people may say is the definitive Batman, and that is Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy is like, anytime you hear a good Batman cartoon or even a video game, and you're like, there's that Batman voice, that's Kevin Conroy. From the Batman Arkham games to the Injustice games to the animated movies, and of course the Batman animated series that just took Saturday morning cartoons into a whole new atmosphere.
Batman Beyond, Justice League Unlimited,
all that stuff. Yeah. All that stuff. I mean, it was just like he actually played an older Bruce Wayne in Crisis on Infinite Earths for the CW. I remember this was Comic-Con back in 2015. Kevin Conroy was going to be there, and I took a friend with me, one who used to do the YouTube channel with me back in the day. And I remember I was just like, look, we got to go in line. I got to go meet Kevin Conroy. And he was a huge Kevin Conroy fan. Even though he was a Superman guy, he was a huge Kevin Conroy fan also. And we got up in the line. I was sitting there looking for this picture. I have it in my photo album, but I gotta actually find the physical picture. And I remember going up in there. I was like, "Oh, Kevin, he was very nice to us. We met him. We took the picture. He took over the whole conversation." And it was like, "I'm a big fan of yours," and blah, blah, blah. He started random defects off. I was still trying to get a word in. I couldn't even get a word in. You know how much you got to talk for me
for
to get
you to not get a word in? Woo! I got to figure out. You got to tell me who this was. When you
that's what my dad did the first time we met Otis Williams. He did the same thing.
You was trying to talk to Otis Williams?
No, I was like, all right, I'm ready to talk to Otis. He was basically doing the same thing. I ain't really that much of an Otis fan. I'm just going to be chilling in the back. When Otis came out, he took over the whole conversation. I ain't even say nothing.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I was just like, great. And we had to move it on because I'm saying we still had a line. I was like, but man, I ain't get a word out. I got a handshake and and that was it. You know, and
that's funny.
That's all I got out. And I was like, man. And so when we got back from Black Panther, I was sitting there just talking to my sister, you know, saying, and her man about Black Panther. The news just came like, it's like, the fuck?
It was so random. It was just like, it popped up in my thing, and I was like, well, damn. Okay. Yeah.
I was like, oh, not Kevin, 66 years old. I said, oh my God. And of course, Mark Hamill put out a touching tribute to him because Mark Hamill played the Joker. So that was the Batman Joker. Where I was like, you know, when it comes to the animated stuff, that's the best Joker and that's the best Batman.
Exactly.
Damn, all the
I saw a couple tributes. Tara Strong.
All the Batmans is not dead.
Besides Christian Bale and
Michael Keaton.
I'm
about to say he gonna kill the Michael Keaton now.
And we not counting that. We're not talking about.
Look, what was you saying, Q-Flow?
No, I was saying I saw Tara Strong had put out a nice tribute.
Harley Quinn, for those who don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, if you don't know who Tara Strong is, you living under a damn rock.
Hi, y'all.
I'm pretty sure I know somebody that don't know who Tara Strong is. Trust me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but yeah, you know the voice actors, they stick together, so it was nice to see them all show love to each other like that. It's a legend, though, man.
Yeah, I'm very happy I did get a chance to meet him when I did, because he ain't come back to Philly since.
No, you ain't get to say nothing. It's fine.
You know,
because he's seen it. He was like, I don't need to see this again.
Yeah, so, yo. And I was just like, but I'm happy that's why I always say, I always go for pictures over autographs.
Yeah.
Because unless you have the authenticity of an autograph, it's going to be hard to sell to some people. But I'm like, I'm in the motherfucking picture with Kevin Conroy and my other friend. And I'm just like, boy, did I keep looking at that picture. I'm like, man, I ain't getting no word out.
It's fine. So, just crop it and put it up on the YouTube.
That's what I'm going to have to do. I got to go into the photo album, take a picture of a picture, and put it up because I can't find... I got to go do all these memory cards to see if I can find the actual hard copy of the picture. I'm like, I ain't got time to do all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put that up, though. But rest in peace to Kevin Conroy, man. That is a legendary... I'm not don't know if you're too familiar with that because you didn't watch a lot of Batman growing up.
I watched Saturday morning cartoons like everybody else. I know Kevin Conroy.
I just say, yeah, I understand that. I say, but I know if you're were you really into Batman animated series like that?
I watched it like I would watch any other cartoon. I mean, like I recognize his voice. But
let me tell you something. If Vincent D'Onofrio, God forbid, passed away, I would say, yo, you know that motherfucker.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? You're a tight circle for Law and
Order. My God,
yeah.
if he comes here, I'm getting a picture with Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yes.
But
but that guy at Kingpin, that is someone from Law and Order.
But no, I recognize who he is and how important he was.
Yeah.
To the character of Batman. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm a big giant fan like y'all are.
Yeah.
I don't want to be no fraud here. But rest in peace to that man.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go into some of the bullshit.
Hold on. Before we veer off, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what time everybody listening to this, for my UFC MMA fans, you know what I mean? We lost the legend today, Anthony Rumble Johnson, known for knocking people the fuck out, man.
Yeah, I saw
it was unexpected too. Apparently, he was like Chadwick. He was battling a sickness that we didn't know about. He wouldn't have known because he
was rather young, I believe.
So
how old was he, Q?
Give me a quick second.
A lot of random, like, I know I hate to say random because it's not really, I guess, random, but a lot of unexpected deaths recently, like Leslie Jordan. That's still it's still still hit me here because I think
1984. What's that math?
So he's 38 because
38. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's young.
Yeah.
He's young.
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected. But yeah, just wanted to toss that out there for the UFC fans who are also Nerd Coalition fans. You know
absolutely, brother. I appreciate you tossing that out there because, like I said, I didn't even know about.
Yeah, that
just happened today. That's what I was saying. Like, what the heck is in the air?
I think people are just like, everybody's trying to. Everybody's making their own conspiracy theories. Unfortunately, a lot of people been battling things privately that they just weren't open about, or that they didn't. You're not seeing people. Think about it. We just started coming back outside for real this year. So it's unfortunate because everybody, like, I know there's some people, like, people are having heart attacks and strokes, but there's some people like him who they didn't, I don't know if they said what it is, they just said he had been battling an undisclosed illness for a while. Or like Aaron Carter, who he had been dealing with, his issues for a while and had a drug problem. Like, just, it's unfortunate.
It really is. I'm glad we brought it. I wanted to make sure that we pay tribute, we pay honor to the ones that we have lost, especially in the realm of pop culture, nerdism, and movies and all stuff like that. So I'm glad we got to handle all that.